What a monster of a board. In my mind, I see something like this in like a 500-pound kitchen table. Hey, welcome back to the channel. We got the Gizmo Dog here. Tanya's behind the camera, and we are going to cut up some logs on the sawmill today. Looking forward to doing that. But first off, we got to burn some scrap and get rid of some stuff, so let's get to that. So we got a pile of brush here, and this is our burn pile right here. We're going to crank this dude up, and then we're going to throw the brush on top and try to get rid of all this today. It's a great day to do it. It rained yesterday, so the ground is wet, and that makes it safe. Well, one thing, it's harder to drive this thing with the boot. I got me everything is really wet, so I got me a little bit of fire encourager, and we'll just chunk this on these dry leaves, and we should do okay. Burn that too. You can use diesel, kerosene to do this. Just get a little kit diesel or kerosene. I hate doing it because diesel's so expensive. See how wet it is? But definitely never use gasoline. I may not be able to get it going because it is so wet. Probably could have put it in a better place. There's enough diesel on it. It's just that it's so wet that this is not any boards.
Yeah, but this would burn too.
Got it started anyway. It may burn the diesel out and just die out. Or the fire encourager. My little booty, my foot's all wet now. Looks like it might catch I don't know, might burn all the diesel off, and it's just so wet from the rain that it's not going to go. Maybe that little dry stuff we throw in there will help it out. Yeah, definitely wouldn't want to do this on a dry time with the beans right beside it. Burn a guy's bean field down. But everything's so wet, even throwing fire enhancer on it, it still did not, still ain't taking off really that great. Plus that was green wood too, so.
It's been sitting there though, but it with being rained on, it made it all wet again.
Yeah, but still, it ain't been there very long. Wood takes about a year to dry out good. These things are heavy. I'm gonna say this thing probably weighs a good 100 pounds or so, or better. I'll do it together because I can't get it from here. Pick up. All right. So we'll go ahead and take. Looks like we can get 2 slabs out of that. All right, well, let me back that away then. That is pretty. Yeah, having this big sawmill is gonna totally open up. There's the pith right there. We can cut that out, cut down the center, and get 2 big old boards out of that. I don't know how structural. They'll be good on that end. That's good wood on that end. There's a big knot right here on this one, but this side's good. So we can come back and, oh, I guess that's probably 2 by, this is rotted out here, so we'll probably get a good 2 by 8 out of it. Solid oak. And then over there is good too. I mean, if it's just gonna be a table or something like that, that pith, you could just fill that in with that clear coat. All right, let's get this dude cranked up. Half, 3, half, 4, half, 5. All right. Put a little bit of. Put a little choke on it. Let it warm up about a 1/4 choke. That is on an 8 right there. Come down 1 more 8/4 on the scale. That'll leave us an 8/4 on the bottom. That may slide over a little bit because I don't have the back stops up, and it'll hang the other back stops, but we'll see. What a monster of a board. This is one we've already actually seen, but not up close, I don't think. It's funny, the wind's always blowing towards the camera. Well, generally, you're always where the camera's at. All right, so I'm gonna pull the tractor back up here, and what we'll do is we'll slide these off, and I'm gonna cut these one at a time. That right there, on this end, that's every bit of 24 inches, 25 inches thick cut right here. And I mean, I felt it, but it wasn't hard to push through at all. I forgot to clean my tracks off, so there's a little bit of stuff on there, but the guides did pretty good about getting it off. These little, no, that's called mesorary rays, or I can't say the word, but anyway, that's what that is.
So what is it called?
It's kind of like the blood veins of the tree.
Oh, okay. It's pretty though. It looks like worms going through.
Yeah. I'll have to call Nathan to get him to say that word for me. But it's, the short version is it's kind of like the blood veins of the tree, and it has a unique look. All right, let me get the tractor up here and see if we can get this off. Mondro? Slide one of these over. Again, this is the hard spot. Yeah, go ahead and slide yours first. See if you can just get it to get on top of that board right there. All right, hold it. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
You gotta sweep that one off before you put it in because it's going to cost you a lot.
Well, I'm gonna cut these up into. I'm gonna make some of these a slabs like this.
Away from me, please.
This has got the the pit's not in this one. That is absolutely worth it. You need to bring the camera over to this one. Now, that is gorgeous. So this will make a really pretty piece of furniture right here. It's not perfect, but these little pieces like this and that little rot, but that's still solid wood, come in and put like a polyurethane in this to strengthen that up, and then come back and sand it all down, and then you know, put a clear coat over the whole thing after it's sanded up, made into a piece of furniture. I can just see this being, in my mind, I see something like this in a big kitchen table, like a 500-pound kitchen table.
You can put two of those boards together and make a tabletop.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this softwood. This is the sapwood out here on the end. I'm going to come through right now and cut this off and have it flat on this end, and then I'll come over here and I'll probably come in about right here and cut that rod off down that side and only leave the good wood, and then we can put the pieces together. We got to carry these and put them in the basement with a dehumidifier and let them dry for, it'll take a year for these to dry out unless we had a kiln.
Gizmo, come here.
Gizmo, move.
Come here, Bubby.
Go.
Come here.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. A lot of rot down here on this end though. That's a monster.
I'll slide it to it closer and then.
That actually works right there. All right, let me get it up on top. Don't do nothing. All right.
Okay, same thing again. Sweep that off.
this side over here. That's just where I put the water to it on.
But the color.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful and it's darker.
Rich.
And whenever we like put a stain on there, or if we just put a clear coat, it's gonna pull that color out right there. I'm gonna see if I can flip this up. I don't know. I think I need to.
Ah, you're gonna tear it up the top.
It's okay. It has to be sanded anyway. All right, so.
I got it. I got it.
Okay, but I need to put something under that. Go see if you can find me a board over there, flat board over to the side, and see if I can. Come over here on this side. Just set it flat in there. That looks a lot more level. And I can take this, make me a sacrifice board. All right. Not perfect, but hopefully it'll be okay. I don't want to get into that because it's so wide that you pretty much have to. But some of this almost needs to be 2 people. I guess I could probably figure it out. But I'm going to try to save a little bit more of this. So I'm going to raise this up a little bit more, and I want you to slide that up under there. Okay, you got to come back and look at it. You're on the wrong side. You're on the wrong side. You can't see what you're doing there. You got to slide it up under that. Looks pretty good. All right, there we go. I think that's going to give it a little bit more height, and we won't waste as much of that good wood. Lot to learn on this big sawmill. Lot to learn. Still a little rot on it. I'm going to take about another ½ inch off. I should have took an inch off, but I'm trying to be greedy. Still got a neat little board out of it though. Yeah, I try to get a little greedy there and trying to take a ½ inch off at a time, not to, still a hint of darkness there, but I think that's going to just bring character. The wood's solid, but I still got 2 of these neat little boards. I don't know if they bowl. They may bowl like crazy. I know it's not the right thing to do to be in this, but I need to make one of those disclaimers. Don't do this at home, children. It takes a professional idiot to stand in front of the board.
You mean do not try this at home?
Yeah, don't try this at home. This thing could fall over on me and pinch me. Probably wouldn't hurt me bad, but it would still hurt. There goes another frog, Gizmo. I'm not going to be greedy on this one. I'm going to go ahead and take a pretty good slice off, so I'm not wasting all these cuts. Be close. I'm going to take a little bit more. Man, there's a little bit of spalling on this over here. Yeah, that's really rotten right there. Need to come down at least another. It starts right here is where it's. I mean, you wouldn't want a table any longer than that anyway, would you? I don't have my tape measure with me. What kind of sawyer am I? Tape measures in the truck. Well, we'd put like 3 or 4 of these together to make a big table. That's a pretty side right there. Imagine about 4 of these sitting side by side, different sizes. A little bit of punk right there, but that's still solid. But the table's probably gonna be that long anyway. So we would just cut off that, have them about 4 deep, and then glue them together, screw them together.
Take 2 of the big ones and make one table out of it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You just take these boards, and this could be a center. If you had 2, if you want it live edge, you could just rip one of the.
Put that piece in the middle.
Right. But I want a 4-foot wide table.
Well, if you put this in the middle and then the other piece on the outside, you get the live edges on the outside, but you get the solid straight lines in the middle.
I mean, reality. What about? Okay, let's talk about the cabin. So we're gonna have a island, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the island's gonna have. It's gonna be a little higher in the back because you want a backsplash. So when you're washing in the sink or whatever, water don't come over. And then so it'll go like this and go up.
The island does not have a wall space.
Well, I was thinking maybe we should, and then it could go like this, right? Go up, and then over here on this side, have the breakfast.
Why not just make it one level and have 3 pieces together? It'll make it more.
Well, I really don't want to put this as the top of the. I want it quartz for the top. It's like where you sit and eat. Like have the little shelf. What do you call it? A floating.
Floating shelf?
Like a floating bench or a floating shelf that we would eat on. Our little eating area. All right, so I've kind of been overridden, and that's not a bad thing. Tanya has some good ideas. We're going to leave this in slab form and let them dry and see what they look like. I know some of the edges are really punky and they're probably going to have to be cut off, but we're going to let them dry. And then if we decide to keep one of them as a live edge after the punkiness has fell away, we can go ahead and split one of these down the center and put this in the middle and it's going to make a really nice table or something like that in the future. But this is going to have to dry for almost 6 months at least in the basement before we could even potentially start working with it. The reality is it probably needs to sit in the basement for a year. So we have the dehumidifier. We don't have a kiln yet. I'd love to have a kiln. That's maybe in the future, but right now we're gonna go ahead and just put these away. Listen, appreciate you watching our channel. God bless. Have a great day.